And good morning everybody, my name is Osa. We are playing Farming Simulator 22 on Maypole Farm with Maize Plus active. As well as all the other stuff we've been playing with. So I took a very short look at what might be going to happen with Maize Plus active. And we need straw. We need lots of straw. So since last week's episode, I have done 3 straw contracts, otherwise known as wheat and barley harvesting contracts, and I have just picked up 2 more. We are seriously blitzing straw collection at this point. We are going to need hay, and we're going to need to find out if what types of stuff, silage, will go into the cow feeder. So that's what's going on right now. Oh, this is nice. We get to fire drive the Fent Ideal 7T, which I haven't driven yet. With a 30-foot header. Also nice. Okay, well, I'm going to get out of the cab here. And yeah, oops. I'm going to put this on the wrong way round and let Farm Sim Magic Physics do its thing. Magic thing, okay. So we've got big harvesting kit for field 7. We've got smaller, no, 5. Smaller harvesting kit for field 7. I have borrowed all of the harvesting stuff for both contracts, and the reason for that is if I complete a harvest or don't complete a harvest, I've basically got about 30 seconds to claim the income from it if the game crashes or something untoward happens. So, just in case we get all the harvesting equipment we need for both contracts, but we can quite happily just use one set of vehicles for both of them. Boop, 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 ding. Okay. Jump into the 7T, and this is long. This is good job, car driver. Well, we'll just knock his windows out. No trouble there. Okay, we will start with the big field. Then we'll move on to the smaller one. Now they're different crops, so I'm not going to be able to do a combo thing. I think they both deliver to the grain mill. Figure that out in a minute as well. But with deliveries to the grain mill, we don't get any bonus payment immediately. We get production of flour, which means we can sell that and get more money later. Oh. JCB is still behind it. I could actually do 7 first. Should we do that? We'll have to bring the Actually, how do we get there? That is not going to get us to field 7. So we'll do 5 first. That's fine, because that's where the bale collecting stuff is. Looks like the JCB might have got a bit stuck there. Nope, he's made it. I think this is episode 23. Anyway, field we need to harvest is on our right as we're going. So I should... This field actually has a good entrance, unlike many on this map that really aren't designed for equipment this size. Okay, worker off. I should be able to fit this in front. Right about there. And then, oops, that was the wrong way. Open the top up, which hopefully should lift the header a little bit off that trailer. Or not. Or maybe. Okay, it's not 100% ideal. Aha. But close enough that we get into the field. And we are producing a straw swath, so let us go. And I'll do probably 2 headlands. And then we can set a worker loose. Typically what I'm doing here, we're not doing this for the money. It is making us money, unlike renting a harvester and doing everything with our equipment. Okay. We're only making about 2,000 per contract, and then I'm using workers on the harvester predominantly, so the workers cost me money too. And then we get to take the straw, which all we're doing is it's saving us from buying any. But straw from these 2 contracts, I think we're going to need to shred them at least 10 of them. Probably about time to fish the tea bag out of the tea. All right. So, no more distractions till about 12:30, 1 o'clock. So, former foster kids are visiting this weekend. And They are all helping Mrs. Osa clean the church. So, no disruptions there. I think maybe I'll cut this straight off. That way we end up with a nice square corner. Or at least square corner. See, this is still running a little bit diagonal. Okay, looks like one of the deliveries is to the grain mill. The other delivery is the export, Maypole exports. So that will be a little bit of a trip. Now we do, with the JCB, we do have a bigger cart. Again, not sure on the weight capacity of that cart. So we might not be able to take full volume of wheat. We might be able to take a full volume of barley, but we'll have to see how that pans out. About 75% full by the end of this, which isn't bad. We're definitely not going to be able to make a full lap, full second headland with the capacity capabilities of this harvester. But we are kind of good enough. I think we get about 12,000 litres in this one. This is a nice harvester. It's one of the ones I would consider it's the ideal 70 or the class Tucano would probably make for good mid-sized harvesters that we can fairly easy get into and out of some of the fields here. And we can always chop up hedges to make the entrances larger. So that's another option. Oh, it's actually more than 12,000. Okay then. 12.5? Getting close, yeah, 12.5. Okay, let's go jump in the JCB and get this thing emptied. This is a big cart too. I think we had the option on this on the sales. JCB should have similar horsepower to ours, I think. 235, ours is 247. So, yeah. We have that one, which is 20 to 37. I think we're probably running the 37 here. Yeah. If I go to that one and take the extension off, that's 20. So that's 16.5 tons of content. And we have been running with this one. It's 5.6 tons. No, this one. That's 12.6 tons on 18.5. This is 16.5 tons on 37.5. So yeah, we're not going to get full capacity in the grain cart. I mean, that's not a big deal, but long hauler, good day and happy wedding. Up in Maine, so any snow there yet? We have had snow slurries here in Michigan for the last week, but nothing that's settled. I did not check. No, I haven't checked the Discord yet. It's been kind of a busy week. I replaced the porch light with one that senses light levels, so we can turn the light on in the afternoon and then it'll come on automatically when it gets dark, which I prefer to have at this time of year, because then it kind of discourages people from trying to break in, because it looks like someone might be home. Yeah. If the light's on at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, not a good deal, but if it comes on at darkfall, then that's kind of better. And it lets us see walking up the garden pathway when we get home, because it is incredibly dark where we live. Owl's Head Transportation Museum. Oh! Oh, no, I didn't see it. But we have had a lot of rain, so I had to order some caulk for the light. All of that arrived yesterday evening when it was dark, so sometime today I will be caulking round the light so we don't get rainwater and snow dropping behind it into the electrics. What else have I done this week? Oh, I've also got some drain pipe extenders, because our current drain pipe extenders are all cracked and leaking water everywhere. So I figured it's high time they got replaced. I did replace some on the north side of the house, which were in a very bad state. But the ones on the south side also need done, but they need to be longer because there's that's the side where the walkout basement is evident. How's that looking? That's looking fine. Worker, off you go. Okay, we can jump in here and start wrapping up the stuff. So yeah, my usual thing with this is we will bale up a load of straw. We will, oops, try and pay attention to the beeping. And back up ever so slightly and stick it on automatic unload. And so, yes, oops, it's not back up anymore. So yeah, baling up the straw. I will then occasionally run round and pick up the straw bales we've got so far. I'm kind of in the situation where I don't want to lose any of the straw we create, and that's really why we're doing these contracts. I'm thinking, these 2 contracts are probably going to be more than sufficient for the amount of straw we actually need for the coming year. We have a lot of silage in our silage clamp, some from the first cut, which has become whole crop silage. And then the stuff that we did the other day, or I did the other day off camera, is now classified as conditioned grass and will ferment into grass silage. I don't know which, if either, is going to fit in the cowshed. Now, no matter what, backwards, we should end up with both of them fermented by the end of today, so we can actually see how it's going, or what works and what doesn't. No matter what, if the thing is if only whole crop silage works in the cow feeder, then we're going to have to come up with something there, because we don't have any whole crop silage. We don't have any method to make it. Oops. And that might be a little bit of a problem for us, because to make whole crop silage we're going to need a forage harvester, which either means renting a very, very expensive piece of equipment or getting a very, very big tractor. Now, in theory, because I also have grazing, Maize Plus grazing turned on, we should be able to cut grass and drop that straight in the cow shed barn thing. The cows should graze their field, but only if food levels drop below 25%. So I'm thinking if we can make sure that the cows have all of the TMR that they need. Oh, harvester stopped. Then they should never really resort to grazing. But if they eat more than I expect at any point, what I can then do is say, at least they're not going to have issues with we've got no food. It does mean we're going to be producing a ton more milk, which means the little milk cart that we have is going to be totally inadequate. That's one issue. The next issue, and I probably want to check animals. $8,000 litres, 32,000 litres. That has unrealistic stuff. That's interesting. Oh, that's the TLX 2020. That's interesting. Okay, that's different from the tanker that we have on the back of our truck. We could get 2 of these. So capacity standard, unreal. I kind of want to avoid going unreal. And then you've got the smaller tankers. This one is 6,000, but only water. In the trucks, I have truck. There's the trucks. Do I have animals in the trucks? Yes. There we go. That will take milk. Oh, I thought that said it didn't. 24,000 litres. That is specifically milk. 13 to 25. It doesn't look any different. Oh, load capacity middle. Load capacity small. It really doesn't look. 25.5 ton load capacity. 25.3, 25.4. So you're actually, depending on the volume capacity, you lose weight carryable. But anyway, I've got those 2 available, and we might end up picking one of those. We should get off the... Oh, we are... As I said, I didn't think we were going to fill this up, and we certainly didn't. Okay, this is field 5, which needs to go to the grain mill. That is convenient. Because that's not far to run. Obviously, with the barley, we'll be able to fill this quite significantly more. So that's the plans for now. At least, yeah, we're going to have to watch how much milk are we creating. I think it's about 5,000 litres per day instead of 5,000 litres per month. Maybe more. So it is a lot more milk production, which means a lot more, do I call it daily income? Okay, what else did I want to look at? I wanted to look at our cows. So our cows currently have all the food they need. Yay. Meat production is at 40%. These guys are close. Got about 2 more months, and they're